Welcome back to the restaurant show. Joining us now, we are very excited because we have Matt Bettchart here, who is the kitchen manager for Claddagh Irish Pub. And I am so excited to have you.
Well, thanks. Glad to be here.
So this is very exciting for me because this is our first Irish pub on the restaurant show. So one and only. Pretty cool stuff. And I know you're going to make some amazing dishes for us. So we're going to start with the Guinness chicken pasta. You had me at Guinness, but I guess there's other ingredients too, right?
That is correct. Yeah, it's a wonderful pasta dish that we do at the restaurant. Kind of a classic take on Italian dish. So we just kind of Irish it up, if you will, with some imported Irish cheddar cheese and some Guinness pasta. Okay. So I'll go ahead and get started with that.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's get us going here. All so what do you start with?
So we've got a little olive oil here. So we'll just simply start with that into a hot pan. Take some fresh diced chicken breast.
Love that sizzle, right?
That's right.
Something hits the pan.
Okay. So what we're going to do here is just kind of saute this lightly until we get about halfway cooked, and then we'll start adding the rest of the ingredients.
Okay. And I love how you can just see everything's popping up off the pan. Look at that.
And one of the things in the restaurants we tend not to use is the Teflon coated pan, because actually with this nice pan here, all this stuff on the bottom starts to kind of caramelize, and we'll bring those flavors up with the Guinness and some chicken stock too, so we'll add some nice flavor to the dish.
Okay, so the Teflon pan doesn't allow that to
Well, it just kind of leaves it onto the chicken, where I like to kind of just bring it up so it adds more flavor to the sauce.
Okay, well that's interesting. That's something I did not know. Talk to me a little bit about, as you're kind of working through this dish, how this really fits into an Irish pub. This is pasta, this is chicken.
That's right. Well, you know, I mean, we have a lot of traditional Irish favorites, shepherd's pie, an Irish beef stew, and so forth. But we've just really tried to take some of the more favorite things that people enjoy, pastas, and just kind of add an Irish twist to it. So
love that.
We're going to
take a good classic, make it Irish,
that's
right?
So here we'll add some sautéed mushrooms.
Okay.
Some sun-dried tomatoes.
Oh, love sun-dried tomatoes in a pasta dish. That's great.
Right. And we'll take some fresh spinach as well. Kind of tear that up.
I really like that you use spinach too, because it's nice and fresh and bright green, and you get that little bit of health factor, right?
It adds some great colors to the dish as well as some flavor. So at this point, we're just going to cook this another minute or two until the spinach starts to wilt.
And talk to me while you're going through how, what specific Irish ingredients are in this pasta.
Well, exactly. We're going to get to that here next. Okay. We've got our Guinness stout, which is a classic Irish stout. We're going to deglaze the pan.
Pour that right in, huh?
With a little of that. And then also add some chicken stock here.
Okay.
And so the Irish stout is not a very...
I love this. I want to make sure we can see this because this is just pretty. I love that. Look at that. Gorgeous.
Right. And so, it's just a mild stout, so it doesn't add just a ton of that dark beer flavor that people associate with a stout.
Yeah, and that's probably good. You want a little bit of that, to bring out the flavors and all that kind of stuff, but probably not to be overwhelming.
Right, exactly. Right? So we're going to add our Guinness cream sauce, and this is actually shallots, Guinness stout reduced down, and then we reduce some cream into it. And
so you kind of done that beforehand
for us.
That's good, because I know you were saying before we started you make a lot from scratch, which is very cool.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. So we're going to season with a little salt and pepper here.
Awesome.
And just kind of let this go, bring it up to a boil. And at this point, we're going to add.
Oh, and you just add it right in there. Look at you.
Our pasta's already been cooked ahead of time, of course. So that makes it a little bit easier to execute.
Through the magic of television, we have cooked pasta.
That's right.
Love
so
that.
We'll just give it a quick toss.
Gorgeous. Oh, I feel like I need to catch something.
For a little splash here.
Very good.
So at this point, we're just going to kind of cook the pasta into the sauce here.
Okay.
And just kind of let the sauce kind of
that's excellent.
Flavor the pastas here.
So while you're kind of finishing up, I want to talk about some of the cool things you have going on. You guys do a really neat, in addition to this wonderful dish, you have all kinds of good food. You guys really do have some spectacular food. And you do a fish fry that's a buy one, get one.
That's right. Every Monday we do a buy one, get one free fish fry. So that's very popular. Come in and get our famous fish, 2 for 1.
I like that too, because, you know, a lot of places do a Friday fish fry, and sometimes you want fish for Friday.
That's exactly
so you can get your buy one, get one on a Monday.
Right. So I'm going to finish this off here with a little bit of our Irish cheddar cheese, which is imported actually from a local Madison company from Ireland.
Oh, wonderful.
So we're just going to stir that around.
That looks so good. We love our cheese, melting the cheese in there, right?
And we'll go ahead and plate this.
Gorgeous. Look at that. Well, if you weren't hungry before you watched this show, you probably are now. That looks just spectacular.
And then we're just going to finish it off with just a little bit more of the Irish cheddar cheese.
Oh my God, that looks so good.
Garnish.
So you've got the Friday fish fry BOGO. I'm going to try this. It looks really hot. I'm a little.
Warm.
But let's talk about the desserts that you have.
Exactly. Because
you have some awesome desserts, and we're running out of time, so I'm going to make sure we get to that.
Well, in addition to that BOGO, we also do live music 5 nights a week at the pub here too as well.
Awesome.
So that's something fun to come and check out. A lot of local Madison bands.
That is awesome.
Well, thank you. So we have here the Irish car bomb cheesecake, and this actually starts out with a Guinness chocolate brownie, and then we have a traditional cheesecake that's made with Bailey's Irish cream.
Okay.
And so that's kind of a play on the classic Irish car bomb, which is Irish whiskey, Bailey's dropped into a glass of Guinness. And so I have some whiskey caramel sauce there.
Whiskey caramel sauce. We've got our Guinness pasta, our whiskey caramel sauce.
There you go. And there's our
car
bomb cheesecake. And,
love it. And really quick, because we're running out of time, tell folks at home that you make all this from scratch.
Oh, that's right. We make everything from scratch. We're a 100% scratch kitchen here.
Awesome.
So we'll just garnish it with a little whipped cream.
It's so beautiful.
And finish it off with some of our chocolate bombs.
Okay, now we are starving and wanting to skip to dessert. Well, thank you so much. So buy one, get one, fish fry on Mondays. That's great. Correct. Everything's from scratch. You do entertainment 5 nights a week. I actually didn't realize it was that much, so that's really neat. And you guys show the games on the weekends too.
Correct.
So if you're a Packer or Badger fan, come on out. I better try this cheesecake while we go, man. All right, thank you so much. We'll have you back. Stay right where you are. We've got more restaurant show coming up right after the break.